Good morning, everybody. We just left the Dog Green campsite. There's a lot of tents came in last night after we had already gone to bed. Nice view, nice sunrise, nice old church. Heading up the mountain as usual. We've got I believe it's 17.8 miles today to our pickup point. We're going to go into a town for resupply and doing the typical chore stuff. But should be a good day. We had a big rainstorm last night, but everything stayed pretty dry, except the tent, of course. And this time of year, of course, you're getting a lot of thunder, lightning storms, and that's what they're calling for again this evening. So I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll fill you in as we learn more about the trail and as the day progresses. All right, folks, we're probably 2.5 miles in today, and we're headed up to the Washington Monument. No, not the one in downtown DC, the first one. This one talks about, we learn about George Washington all the way up the hill. He was born in Westmoreland, Virginia, Westmoreland County, Virginia in 1732. In 1749, he was a surveyor of Culpeper County, Virginia, from 53 to 58, officer in the French and Indian War. Okay. In 1759, he married Martha Custis. In 1758 to 74, member of the Virginia House of Burgesses. In 1774, is a Virginia delegate to the First Continental Congress. In 75, appointed Commander-in-Chief. Quite a political progression. All right, let's head on up the hill and look at this monument. It's going to be pretty cool. Many of you may not have known that there was 2 Washington monuments. This one, of course, was built first. Not nearly as, it's impressive, but not to the degree of the one that's amongst all the monuments in the DC area. In 1776, loses New York to British declaration, and the declaration was signed. Okay, 1777, British occupy Philadelphia and winters at Valley Forge. Okay, I got more. 1781, British surrender at Yorktown. And then 1783, British recognize American independence. And the rest is history. Oh wait, there's more. 1789, the federal Constitution was ratified and Washington becomes president. Okay. This is the way to the Appalachian Trail. If you're going to continue north, of course, we're going to head up here to this monument and check it out. 1797, Washington leaves presidency, and in 99, he dies at Mount Vernon. Some of the villagers from this area nearby Boonesboro celebrated their Independence Day on July 4th, 1827 by building and dedicating this first monument to the memory of George Washington. It was repaired and altered many times over 100 years by patriotic citizens. It was finally restored to its original design between 1934 and 36. This monument is used by Union Army during the Civil War as a signal station, and its surrounding land was bought by the Washington County Historical Society in 1922. Okay. Here we go, folks. The first Washington monument. Unfortunately, it's locked today, so you can't go up in it. But this is where it was built in 1827. And what a view you have off the backside. Let's go check it out. Wow. I suppose this is all Boonesboro, Washington County, Maryland, United States of America. Pretty cool. Going across the power line, no views today. We're probably about, I don't know, I'm totally guessing. It's 8 o'clock. We're probably 6 miles or better in for today on our quest to do 17.8 miles. And then, as I mentioned previously, we're going to get a pickup at that point, and I think we'll be at mile 1062, and we're going to get right into Waynesboro. Now, not Waynesboro, Virginia. You might remember we were in Waynesboro, Virginia right before we went into the Shenandoah National Park. We're now going to be going into Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Different Waynesboro altogether, but we should be there this evening. Again, we've got an old motel kind of set up, but it's strategically situated beside a Walmart where we get some resupply groceries and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's our plan. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We'll keep you updated as we get down the path. Climbing a hill. We're on the trail. We're just walking right behind the neighborhood. This trail goes some crazy places through the middle of town and between houses and through parks. And sometimes it even goes through the woods. Everybody seems to be in such a hurry. Maryland's got their share of rocks. No doubt about it. Seems like my neck hurts because I'm spending all my time looking where my feet's going. Yay. More rocks. Lots more rocks. I'm talking. This is what we can anticipate in Pennsylvania for sure. It's kind of known for rocks. Maryland's saying, "Oh, you ain't leaving Maryland without us showing us. Let us show you our rocks." They got plenty of rocks in Maryland. What a workout. Maybe it's easing off a little bit. Not much. Just like that, folks, we're out of the woods. Gonna do a little field walking. I don't like this. I mean, it's nice, it's pretty, but gotta be careful and make sure you check yourself for those crawly things that might get on your legs. We'll do that at the end of this path as we exit the grass for sure. You see the farmhouses and things. This is kind of a nice break in the action, I think. So, as it stands right now, we are less than 4 miles, less than 2 hours from our extraction point. So we're actually so early that we called the lady and asked her if she could come early. Our original time was to arrive at 4. We're tracking to be there at 2. So she said unfortunately she had some other things she had to do. She might be able to get there by 3, so we'll take it. So that's, it's a Saturday and people have more planned to do than just walking in the woods like we do. So no big deal. So beautiful day. We've had no precipitation, no concerns. You see the skies are just pretty. Little fluffy clouds. Probably do anticipate more thunder boomers late tonight like we had last night. But by then our day will be done. We'll be in a hotel, or actually motel. But yeah, couldn't ask for a better day whatsoever. So I hope everybody else had a great. Just like that, we're back in the woods. Check my legs. No ticks. That's a good thing. We'll check them again when we get to our destination. It could always be something on your shoe or something you might have missed. But pays to pay close attention for the ticks for sure. If you were to ask probably hikers and survey them. You know, what worries you most in terms of creatures out here in the woods? Would it be snakes? Would it be bears? Would it be ticks? I think most of them would say ticks, because honestly, there's a lot of folks who will hike this entire trail, never see a bear, might not see a snake, but ticks are way more prevalent, and obviously if you don't take care of it, if you're not mindful of it, then you can get Lyme in some instances, and probably the worst case scenario, and have lasting effects. So most folks, I would say, are most concerned about the ticks. So no ticks on me so far. All right, everybody, we have made it to our home for the evening. This is a Cobblestone Inn motel. You might can tell we're right behind the Walmart, so it makes it easy for us. There's a number of things that we've been saying we need to buy, we just haven't had the opportunity, so we're going to do some shopping tomorrow afternoon. Today was a good day. It's 17.8 miles in total, and we caught our ride on time. In fact, you know, we got there early, and unfortunately the lady had a bit of a conflict and couldn't come and get us that much early. We were literally there 2 hours before our pickup, and another lady just pulled up, and I certainly appreciate her because she gave us a ride to the hotel. So we'll be back out again tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a bit of a light day, and then we'll go into Walmart and do our grocery shopping and do laundry and do the normal things we need to do. But that's the plan for sure. So happy to be here. You might can tell from all the cars and the massive puddles that we just had a huge rainstorm. So I'm glad we got in when we did, and I'm glad we were not in our tents. This is a much more, much drier place to be, that's for sure. So I got lucky that way. So happy to be here, and we will look forward to catching up with you first thing in the morning. Have a great evening.